What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Golden Blab, Adam Kramer, Kevin Lindsay is sitting next to me, not awkwardly at all. Trying to make sure this thing is up and running, which it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So last week we talked about Random Round. We showed you Random Round, and in the instance and effort to just get on games a little bit more, we're going to talk, we're going to play, and we're going to show you closest to the pin. Now, hilariously, we fire up close to the pin, and we have a drivable par 4, which is by design.
Actually, a hole we've seen quite a bit because Pine Coast is one of the re-teed courses coming up for, season 10.
I didn't want to see here. Actually, you know what? No, I do want to see. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about close to the pin. I do need to focus on this, though.
I just want to let everybody know that he did spend about 5 minutes while we were catching up choosing his clubs and balls. So if he complains about them, it's his own damn fault.
All right, so close to the pin has been in the game for years. It's gone through plenty of iterations. What we are doing, casual close to the pin is not changing, which is fun. At our house, that gets a lot of gameplay with the kids. But we are switching back prize. We're bringing back prize closest to the pin after its hiatus. And the instance here is best shot. We're looking for best shot versus total distance. Now, for me, it's a mindset change. When we used to have this in the past, we would, you're just going for it, right? You're going. And then we went to this total distance world.
Hold on, what a number 2. If this was total distance, I'd be a little upset right now. But
yes. Well, no, I mean, but now it's a matter of,
shot.
I don't know what happened there. You can't blame my hands. No. See, I knew it was coming. I'm just cutting that off before it starts.
I did wipe the deck off before you got in.
No, I knew. I washed my hands. Just trying to lotion up accordingly. So the name of the game here is closest individual shot. But let's be honest. The name of the game is getting a hole-in-one. If you get a hole-in-one, you're going to at least get a piece of the money. These are 30-man contests.
But something that's changeable, It's,
tweakable.
It's something it's flexible.
Got our new close to the pin logo, which we absolutely love. And what the hell? These have been.
I did, in one of the videos, I think it was the podcast last week. I had mentioned. Thank you. I had mentioned Eddie G. He had texted me over the weekend and said, "Thanks for the shout out or the jagging. I deserve that." When he called us out and saying we wouldn't have par 4s and closest to the pin.
Well,
as we showed, we very.
I don't know why we did this. It just
seemed
it seemed like a fun idea. Well, this is why I do love and miss close to the pin because there is a fun mentality in.
Oh, that's you.
Bleep it. I'm gonna just try and make this.
I believe you're looking for fuck it.
Bleep it. But yes. Screw it is what. Okay, now, so a shot like this, right? Well, here's this. I hate this hole. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, this feels like a short. I haven't played this course in forever, but this feels like a short look for this hole.
But a shot like this, where in total distance, I mean, there was I like the general layout of that shot, minus it not being the wind I thought it was going to be. So, but it is a totally different mindset that I miss, and I'm excited to see back. Now, if you hit a hole in one, you're in. You're guaranteed to win part of the pot. We have and did see in the past games where there were no holes in ones hit. They were rare, but they were fun to see. And please, if you have one of those, post it because we would love to see it. Like you mentioned, we have par 4s in. We don't want it to be par 4 dominant. I don't want to hear a goddamn word.
Because of Adam's
very, very well lotioned hand. So for me, a shot like this, where I don't know, you could be aggressive. Now the problem is when you can be aggressive, I end up just being recklessly aggressive, right? You also still have to play your game.
I need to change my club set. I think I said in the last podcast in Nashville, I got rid of all the super spin.
Yes.
I've yet to do so in test. And that's one of those things where when I love super spin, it's great. But on a hole like this and closest to the pin in general, feel like you're going to have a lot of guys that even utilize that plus in super spin, but they're going to drop that for a bag because it's just not helpful. And closest to the pin where you can get a 320 yard par 4 or like this, and that's actually. I'm going to toot my own horn. That's not what I thought it was.
It was kind of like haphazard body language. It looked like I didn't expect it to do that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you can give me $1,000 to do that again, and I don't think I could.
Well, and I don't think this is going to go well. Now we're going to try and bring this thing in. Maybe. Again, but okay. Screw it. On to the next shot. You do count down the holes in this, hole 9 comes quickly. And I'll say this, I don't know, people watching this will disagree. This hasn't been a particularly favorable setup.
No.
It feels like, right? Which is part of the fun of this, we hope.
Not to date myself, but people know I've been around a while. But when I was in college, for me, closest to the pin was a great way to really get into prize play because for $2, I could get a really good shot off and in the right setup and end up with, end up with 10 or 20 or even $50 when it was 50-man contest.
Now, the moment I hit that, I like the line, but I'm saying to myself, why did I hit that so hard?
But for 2 feet.
No, 2 feet. But even off the club, again, this is a hole that for Palm, if you played, you're sticking this hole could be hard. Here, it's all right, well, it is.
Minus the very tiny.
But here, I'm 2 feet.
For me, like you said, counting down the holes, this is hole 8. So
this is a great opportunity. See, I'm mad at myself there.
And I'm, now I'm the loser of this equation right now.
I'm also going to say this, that if you are, if you're playing with your buddies, I find that this is a great game to play with friends. Because, if you're playing for a beer, it's a great, quick beer, I guess, because it's a quick game to play, but it is a great game to play with a group. If, you're a new player, maybe this mode is new for you. Boy. I don't want to hear.
That was just
okay.
Yeah,
but internally, I can.
Oh yeah, internally, I'm
radiating. Yeah.
No, I mean I could say from experience going to the national tour events, some of the best fun I've had with people like Brandon Robinson and others is just playing closest to the pin in between games on a Saturday night or the classic 5-5-5, total distance, total holes 1 and holes in 1.
Do it.
This one.
Oh.
I was going to say we can make this a short podcast.
No, this is a lot of fun. This is Basin, by the way, too. This is I believe this is a new hole.
This is.
Yeah, it looks good.
Now that Adam has, you guys can't see it on camera, but Adam has now lotioned up my.
No, I'm trying now. I feel kind of bad because I could feel, the angst.
No, it's okay.
All right, so
that's why we're going to play at least 3.
Yeah, because we're back into our target rush days. We'll turn this into closest to the pin.
best of 3 turning into best of 30.
So all right, branching out. We'll come back into closest to the pin too, but now this is internally
still 1 more holes though.
Well, which also for this screen, if you're playing with buddies,
did not mean to hit
plenty of opportunities to
friendly wager.
Friendly wager. There you go. That's a
not
good way.
Not cleared by legal, but we'll call it.
So internally, right now, it is controlled chaos, which is normal. We are getting ready. Update is really we're finalizing everything that we need to get the software out. September 9th is fast approaching.
Barely 2 weeks away, a little over 2 weeks away. It's unbelievable,
yeah. So we've got football starting back up. We got Golden Tee courses coming out. We have new features coming. We still are going to dive deep into what I'll call kind of the flagship feature of Golden Tee in the probably next week, I think, in terms of a mode that we're. Why am I going first again, by the way?
Because you won, so you're on.
Okay. It's the same shenanigans as Target Rush. This hole, by the way, the other thing I'll say too, we had it with Random Round, which I've been playing a lot more of, and you have it with Closest to Pin. In our 35th anniversary year, it is kind of cool that we're the entire catalog of Golden Tee is being explored. Now, I don't know about you, but this hole used to absolutely own me.
I can confirm.
How do I want to do this? I just don't think whatever I do is going to go well. And no, that's really like
It's a good start. I mean, honestly, you're on the green.
Yeah.
From this hole. That's a victory in itself.
Well, there are some. I guess I could have brought it in left to right and just kind of, which I should have done. I don't know why I was standing over it. Yeah, I like that. Like that, but that's the right.
I'm okay with that. Like that.
No, that's a much.
Aggressive.
But that is where close to the pin is. That's what you should be doing. Not me. All right, now these are the moments that you have to take advantage, right? Like, now there's a couple of different shots.
I love this hole, but I like it better when
is it like tucked in the rough? Oh, that's terrible. God, that's terrible. Like, you have to make it. You're doing a lot of shuffling right now. It's throwing me off.
It's all right. I'm doing some planning here.
Okay, that's great.
I'm not gonna lose. It's just.
Are you looking at Golden Tee fan in between shots?
No, I'm fixing my club set.
Oh my God. Wow. So, all right. So internally, yes, we're going to really kind of finalize our software next week. Start to get the final builds. And then, of course, we'll give operators access to to start downloading files and then remote installing them, which is the process we introduced last year.
Yeah, no pressure, but if you happen to see, bar manager, the operator working on the game, make sure you're asking them if they're getting the 2025 update on day one.
Yes. Now, this is... You tried to play this. I see what you're doing. I got it. All right, I'm going to try and do the same. But you really got to just smash into this thing, which I'm trying to do. Yeah, there was no smashing into that. All right. Look at this. This is tight. Oh, you're up again.
You know, what we should have done before we got rid of closest to pin was put the par fours in for total distance, just all par fours.
Well, okay, so like a hole like this is a good talking point. The goal isn't to have this be nice shot. No, I mean,
At least you got it on camera.
par four, par three. What does it matter to you? I guess the goal isn't. These aren't going to be the every round type of shots, but there are some, and I think that's a. Oh Jesus, that's got to hit some sort of. What did you hit? Did you hit a driver?
I hit a low 9.5.
Jesus. All right, Your Honor, Your Honor.
Sorry, I'm just building things out over here.
Well,
No, Omar.
no, this is. Well, look at this. This is a much better look, though. Here we go. Roll a little aggressive, but maybe not.
See, that's
That's the kind of stuff in this mode that you can do. So yes, so right now, just to bring it back to us, we are. It's really a matter of putting all the different pieces together.
that was 100% fucking Adam Kramer special right there.
A lot of excuses. Here, let me wipe this down for you. We have our trailers going up right now, Golden Tee trailers, which course trailers, which have been awesome. Well done.
Yeah, like the sneakiest of peaks, and honestly, you and I have talked about it. I think we're gonna, start knocking out our 3, 6, 9. Who do we appreciate? Like however many hole previews, probably early next week.
Yeah.
The courses aren't finalized. There's a lot to show off, and I like the way we did the trailers this year because it's 30 seconds. It's all flybys.
It's
You
also
get like enough taste.
That's the thing, right? We've talked for a long time about like how much do we want to show to get excitement versus how much letting players figure out for themselves. And I think this year we're trying to kind of rein it back a little bit to let you guys out there really go experience these things for the first time. One of the things with courses, too, that we haven't talked about that we've been finalizing, which we could talk about now, is also kind of an additional feature. So we played Random Round last week.
It's going to go in the water.
I have really enjoyed playing it. See, that would be a great shot. I mean, it is a good shot.
For that hole, yeah. It's.
Oh, let me hit this, too, because I need to... This is...
Get in.
God. I mean, like... Oh. So, okay. So one of the things that we're going to do, we have much better controls of our course carousel. So this started last year. We've put a lot of work to make it a little bit more flexible. And one of the things that we're going to be doing this year, oh boy, is the ability to not just add classic course of the weeks or random round, but also now to make Freaky Friday courses available in traditional modes of play, right? So Freaky Friday oh, come on.
Yeah, casual, online for prizes, full man commercial, PGA Tour games, correct? Just to be
yes,
clear with everybody in the audience.
That is embarrassing.
Honestly, did you have a release on that?
Yeah.
If you had roll, I think you could have.
I don't think I would have hit it anyway. See, again, hole 9 comes fast, especially when you don't shut the hell up like me. So what's cool about this, though, with Freaky Fridays, for us, if we can have some limited control over the conditions. But there's some courses that we design, that you designed, I used to design them, and others on the team design, that maybe the setting don't like end up being as good or bad, when I say bad, hard, as you want them to be.
Real quick, I'm going to interrupt you because this is hole 2 of one of the new courses.
I love this
but I just want to be clear. This is hole 2, and I can respectfully say, God damn it, Jim Zielinski, because this is a good setup for hole 2 in the closest to the pin. But doing some of the video recording, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do here?
No, I love that.
It's something different. Like, you don't expect to see a harder par 4. But I like it.
Hole 2 is a tone setter, man. Like hole 1, yeah, you want a birdie. Maybe occasionally a hole out if you're, you're
better than us.
Better than us. Not a favorable need to have a hole in 1.
Yeah, that's not especially if you're playing your buddies to win money. Like, this is not the full 9 you really want. Oh, that's a great shot.
I wish I had roll, but clearly hole 2 is for me. All right, so one a pop, which is perfect. So, but no, okay, putting freakies in the carousel. These courses have existed for a long time in a the layout is what the layout is, the wind is, the pins, all those things can be a completely different way to play them. And we could tie this around our tournaments, our events tournaments, general functions of putting these things out there, letting people enjoy them, and
things
then
like holidays.
Holidays, yeah. We talked with Halloween. You and I were just talking doing stuff around. One of the first Freaky Fridays we ever did was the scariest holes in Golden Tee, and it was so freaking hard. But I think that's awesome in a 50-man prize play setting or whatever setting. If you're a homeowner, however you want to play the game,
your buddy, and if you have a go, you've got your buddies over in the garage, and hey, you know what? Or break the scoreboards. Another favorite.
That is a great one because that.
And we have so many levels.
You'll have so many different ways to play.
All right, now I've got my club set changed. Now I feel much better now.
That's bullshit. That's what it is.
I hope this first shot is not going in, just so you know, but I wish it was.
Yeah, somebody does have to hit a hole in 1 though, right? Like, I mean, I'll say we're not the best, but we have. See, again, I should have hit a low tee. Never mind.
I'll say, it's a great shot.
Thanks, buddy.
It's almost like you planned that.
It's almost like I don't know what I'm talking about. Is probably the more appropriate way.
You have such a lack in your skills that every once in a while the skills come back out.
Now,
what am I doing? This is you.
You can jump in here. Look at that. That's a beautiful little graphic right now. You can jump in here and get a piece of this, though, right? I mean, that's... Oh, I remember this hole. Should I tap out?
Might as well. You already got that ace.
Oh, no. We're going for 2 aces. Do you remember what...
If you had fight on that, that would have been beautiful.
Yes. See, again, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. what the most holes in one in a close to the pin round was? I have a number in my mind.
I want to say it's 4, maybe 5.
That's
I feel
where I
like
was.
Skipper probably has this saved somewhere in his brain.
Well, this sounds like a contest that we can do. That, you know, having a 3 or 4 or whatever.
I'd be so happy with this shot on a regular diamond, by the way.
Oh, that's that was a fun. There were some brutal looks on that.
Especially with the newer tees of that course, that was an ass kicker.
Yeah, I am excited too because people that have played the game a lot.
If you talk shit about or not even talk shit, you're like, let's go to the contest where
the 3-hole-in-1 club.
Yeah.
No, I think my work is done. But there's probably a huge portion of players that will be experiencing this for the first time. We got that thing surrounded. All right, let's see. What else? What else do we have going on the marketing side of things too?
It's a fun bounty to put out there. I mean, speaking of bounties, something we haven't done in a while is the bounty holes of 2025.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, of the bounty holes of Golden Tee. Especially new courses, it's always a great time. As we're playing these courses and running through, that was perfect. That's gonna make that a GIF.
Damn it!
And
the GIF of me pounding the machine, I do see on Twitter X. Quite a bit.
I forgot.
Unfortunately,
about that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not my finest moment. Not my finest, but that's all right.
Oh, Target Rush.
This is different. Like this is. All right, so how are we going to get... Yeah, we're going to use roll.
I don't think you have to worry.
No. We should worry if that we don't hit it hard enough. Well, I guess that wasn't the problem. It's more of a latitude issue. Oh, I like it. That's a good shot.
Problem is, when you get a hole in one,
that is.
But when your opponent does, it's a little pressure.
It is a little pressure. It is not expected.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yes. So if you do get a hole in one early in this, you're like, please be a horrible setup, right? Like,
yeah.
At that point, you're like, make. And this isn't
par fours.
This isn't horrible.
No, for Monte, that's about as nice as you can have.
Yeah, I mean that's with a nice wind out like that.
Nope. Too
Go ball.
Shot of the week. It's all right. We got a few more holes left.
What else on the marketing side do we have coming out? Bounties is a good one.
It's Bounties. It's the previews. I mean, God, we're not far from kickoff week where we're going to do a live stream each day. Getting you and, maybe Jim Z on to talk. There's so much. I mean, Sean Ringel's got interviews with Jim and Nick. We got Design a Hole feature coming up soon.
Design a Hole, by the way, is
yeah.
I think it's one of the better, harder. I'm trying to think of the best way to capture it. I'll do it. I think it's one of the tougher designs we've had.
Yes.
And it's one of the more unique. It's
taking screenshots of it yesterday was difficult.
Yeah,
in the sense that when you see them, you'll understand because this hole is so spread out. And it's there's a lot of fun to be had on that hole. And unfortunately, there's a lot of heartbreak to be had on that hole.
That's terrible. Without question. It is, but it's a great design. That is on Basin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's Basin 12 or 13.
It's a great design. I'm excited to see.
I think we should try to convince Jim to make that hole 18 because
it has hole 18 vibes
yes.
To it as well. So yeah, we are. All right, so we are last hole. I mean,
no, we're technically. I guess we are at 25 minutes. I was going to try to extend this a little bit longer, but
well, here, how about a keep going? I understand. How turn?
It's actually.
Oh man, that was a nice late
video
shot.
That video would not even have had an exit. It would have just been
and it's
black screen. See, I liked your approach, but with my clubs and balls, I didn't feel like I'm not good at hitting the ball soft. That's all right, though.
So there you go. You want to do one more?
Yeah, I
I'll
want
do one more.
I'll go. See, that's what happens when I go first.
Yeah.
Your best shot was 0 inches.
Yeah, hole in one. So it is possible. Be very interested to see in a 30-man contest what we do. I think maybe we said this, we've said a lot, but the other part of this that is nice is bringing back not just prize play, but also the ability to play online as well. So if you don't want to compete for prizes, you can still use your golfer, you can still get stats, you can use your equipment. I think that's a nice feature also.
Yeah, and obviously we'll give the new closest to the pin some time before we start looking at potential tweaks and stuff. But the number of data points we have with this new version is interesting. It's going to be fun, and that helicopter is going to be taking Adam away after I hit him with 3 hole-in-ones.
I would love it to see it.
Me too.
Oh,
wait.
We could switch this time. I'll play as Golden Golf. You can play as Baby Cat. My bad. On me.
I don't know. I'm the one that walked away.
No. Well, I usually play. There's a lot going on.
It's all right.
But we got to remember to do this so we don't screw it up again.
But watch, if I win, it's going to be...
It's to that test account, baby.
Adam's, I used Adam's account. Oh, that would be great. First hole, just...
That...
Damn.
Yeah. Well, that will make it more confusing than it already is.
Yeah.
Lord, we have enough hard enough time counting... oh, wow.
At least
Target
I
rush.
a super spin. Because then you really...
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. I have your club. Here, you know what? There was no... Those shots are not going to be relevant at the end of this game. Let's just switch back then.
All right. That makes sense.
It's not total distance.
That's fair.
So you can have your club set that you snuck off and worked on your computer.
I just took the super spin off. Damn it. That's a hole that sucks because it's, in theory, it's so easy, but maybe in a regular 30-man contest, maybe 3 people could get that.
Agreed.
But not having to worry about total distance, just, I know we said this, and it's one of the reasons we brought it back. It really just changes the game. The only thing that would have made that better is if you just straight up hit the wall.
Just absolute travesty of camera work right there. I
think that's you still.
Oh no, that was it.
Oh, it's technically me through you.
Well, now we're back. We switched again.
Oh, see, this is another. I've always loved this hole.
Me too.
It's a tiny little elevated hole, but something like this where you could just roll it right up to the cup.
See, are you mad at using bite there? Like,
kind of, because I don't think I would have had the line. But I showed you the shot, so hopefully.
Well, I mean, a gopher could show me this shot, which is straight and
clearly it didn't matter.
Still, no, it didn't matter.
It did not matter.
In fairness, you showed me the way, and I went the other way.
Should have used bite.
Black Hills.
But again, another one of those holes that it's like, well, I should have thought more than half a second about, but I'm not even going to worry about spin.
No. You're going to
just let it roll.
Full off the. I've done this a few times.
At least it's not 17 of Black Hills. We'd be here for like 20 minutes, just rolling and rolling.
No, but this is a shot where, like, hey, you want to go nuts? Oh, yes.
As soon as I saw, I was like,
I needed the right hop, though.
As soon as it hit the green, I'm like,
I need that right hop. Oh, baby.
No.
Oh, yeah. Your Honor. Black Hills. Missed you. This is my year to be slightly better than not bad. Oh, one? No.
I'll say, well, I guess I'll get my 2 weeks ready. It's like just back to back ace.
But it is capable. Everyone is capable of and again, it only takes one shot.
Not that one.
Not that one, but that's not bad.
My problem is I hate, like, with my hybrids, it's like, do you pull back and worry about the distance? Do you just push forward?
Now, this is interesting, right? Well, for me, I almost need to, this probably isn't going to work, but...
Honestly, though, this has been a with the exception of... Actually, we've had all par threes this one, haven't we? And they've been close par threes, but they're not like gimmies by any means.
I mean certainly the one I hit was like this.
I missed my super spin.
Yeah. Well, but that's also an interesting strategy with more clubs now. How are people going to attack this when it comes to Build-A-Bag? All right, we've had this one.
Now, I think last we spoke, you said this was happening, so hopefully I'm not unintentionally jagging you. But speaking of Build-A-Bags, we confirm we are working on some things in the background.
Yeah, we will definitely...
our friends that like to have... Chris Brewers that like to have 30 clubs, but honestly, with closest to the pin, it's a good idea.
Well, in the spirit of close spin, and I think Random Round, having played it a bunch, like... you don't know exactly what you're going to play, so it's hard to prepare for that, but I think you'll build maybe more adaptable club sets with Random Round 2. So we're hopefully shortly after launch going to look to expand to go from more than 10 bags, which...
Yeah, we'll have more details on that, but...
Yes, timing-wise TBD, but it is coming now.
I wanted to get it out there now because I knew people were going to ask.
Yeah, oh no, I think with some of the...
But honestly, with Freaky, with Random, with this, is this full 9?
I don't know. But that was not a...
I mean, I like the strategy if you're trying to...
If it doesn't have a...
This is hole 8. I know that wasn't your intention, but I'm going to go for it. The little pinball.
Yeah, your line seems better.
Now that
Just
wall
didn't come in. I thought it would. The
problem is that wall has a little curve there. That if you hit the curve, it probably shoots straight backwards.
120 feet for me is pretty good. Oh boy!
I mean, in general,
you got a shot here though.
The old Laurel Park. That when it's on Money Shot, people freak out thinking there's 2 different setups because there's 2 different greens.
No, dang it. That is there for the taking.
From back here,
do a true walk off.
This is the right hole, by the way. There's another. Where's the other? I went the wrong way.
Full trip around Laurel Park.
Oh shit! Oh no! You know what? It's the other hole. This is not it. All right, so
this is another hole that I've never. Oh, I thought you were going full.
No, I don't have that in me. But I do have.
Do it. This would be.
Oh,
that was a good shot.
Well, if you didn't hit a hole in one, I was going to say we should settle the best of 5 with Target Rush, but I've clearly lost. So
yeah,
we're at the 30-minute mark, which is pretty good.
Lots of stuff coming up, guys. Again, get ready. Couple of weeks. Football, Golden Tee, fall weather.
A lot of different contests coming up between just, random giveaways on social.
Yeah.
Last week we did the TBC contest. There's a lot of content and a lot of new stuff coming. So here, because I don't have my fancy tool, if you want to step in
and then next week too.
Or step in front of me. That's not what I meant, but hey.
Oh, I thought you were going to shut us down.
No, I will.
Yeah, I'll just stand in front of you.
It's good. I'll go back to
clearly
my desk.
we've done this before.
Go back to my desk and hide.
Yeah, so we got lots to talk about still. Don't mind that. Spoiler alert. But we will talk to you guys next week with obviously a lot more, including the screen you just saw. I think that's actually a pretty good teaser. Perfect. For Kevin, I'm Adam. Cheers, guys. Talk to you soon.